Unstable SMP, Wemmbu is the strongest player. He wields 2 maces.
Within of our Minecraft server exists a civilization of players called the Mafia. Players who are constantly invisible as not to reveal their true identity. This means that a given member can be literally anyone. A brand new...
The Mafia destroyed every single ominous vault, which means nobody can obtain heavy cores, which are essential for crafting bases. Now, let's go back in time. A time where it's impossible to catch this player.
Now, let me give you some context. Wamboo and Zam were in the trial chamber trying to get a mace.
Why is he crying?
Freedom, 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 freedom. Okay.
So, Wemboo crafts his first ever mace. Well, this wouldn't last long, but it's still the first one. It has no enchants, no nothing. As you can see, Wemboo's flying up with his elytra, flying back down, but he does not know how to take off his elytra, so that means his mace is not going to work. But after a while, I think he realizes, so he takes off his elytra mid-air and pops that. Well, that's pretty impressive alone, considering there's like 1 billion people down there, and he has no prior experience. He also pops Mapic right here. And he goes back up and tries it a few more times, and that's when his mace skills really show. Without prior experience, without any training, he can pop a lot of people's totems, and resulting in him winning the fight. Just let the fight play out.
What if he does? What if he does?
It looks like your stasis has not worked. He's dead. Sorry about leaving you underground alone.
I hate Wemboo and Prince Sam get in a sticky situation while trying to hunt Spoke because they are in a confined area. Wemboo can use his situation power, which is the mace, so he's forced to drop the mace to save Prince Sam.
There, stop,
Zim, I don't know why you're doing this, bro. You're gonna get killed.
Zim.
Wemboo, and just like that,
we're gonna kill you.
Half of your situational power becomes nothing. Does anyone have a flint and steel?
Just burnt Wemboo's mace without knowing. Soon, that will be his biggest mistake. That Wemboo and Prince Sam were trapped in a prison made by Clown Pierce, the deadliest player in Minecraft. This prison is pretty massive, so they went for a few escape rooms at first, and then they unite back because they were split up. So Prince Sam has a heavy core, a breeze rod, and wind burst.
I need to make a mace.
Yes. So Wemboo makes a mace out of it
and put wind
tries
burst on
to
it?
enchant it with wind burst.
Dude, the last time.
So after they escape, they end up in the end because they went through the original end portal. I really recommend you watch that video. And when Clown is asking for the mace back and the armor back, Wemboo hits him off, but unfortunately Clown always clutches, he doesn't die. So Wemboo and Clown go around dilly-dally, Wimpy Wampa, Willy Wonka, playing games. No, not playing games. They go around fighting with the mace. So you can see Clown respawns the Ender Dragon, which Wemboo can't go away anymore, can't escape. So Wemboo's forced to fight Clown, and you can see the Mace strongest counter, not the strongest, but one of Wemboo's strongest counters is a shield. He doesn't know how to stun slam. So every single time when Clown sees Wamboo going up or trying to wind charge, he just shields. But Wamboo does get a few lucky hits. He also almost just did something called a grapple, which you throw a pearl on the enemy and instantly hit them with a mace. And you can essentially just wind burst off them because you're like a block higher than them. But yeah, but look at this clip. It's pretty impressive. Wamboo hit Clown twice in a row, almost popping him if the mace was actually enchanted with the right enchants. But so after all, Wemboo loses and gives the mace to Clown.
People basically never come to spawn on our server, but after what felt like hours of just flying upwards, I eventually found something very different from what I expected.
We head on to Sky Civilization. Wemboo and Jaren are in a private conversation where nobody can hear them, and Jaren tells Wemboo that he finds a traitor in Sky Civilization. Traitor means someone is working for the Mafia and spying on them, preparing to launch an attack. Well, Wemboo doesn't know that, but Jaren does. And Jaren trusts Wemboo with his only mace, one of the last maces on the server. He gives it to Wemboo and asks Wemboo to fight for him and try to defend Sky Civilization. Well, tragically, Wemboo just went away after knowing that the best PvPer on the Sky Civilization, a Mind Mana, was the traitor. So
It was nice seeing you again, but you know, I kind of
trained him in PvP. Well, main pair thinks Wemboo's incapable and cannot be trained.
You thought I was gonna
Bad. Wemboo shows his mace to main pair and fails
that was an
twice.
attempt.
Trying to
Is
kill
that a
him.
real mace?
So
What do you mean it's a real
main
mace?
pair's interested.
Yeah,
in
main pair was
mace
interested in my mace,
and
one of the
agrees to
last
train
ones left on the
Wemboo.
server, and an essential part to his combat style.
Just let the clip
No,
say
wait.
for itself.
We can talk.
So main pair trained Wemboo in mace, training him from a basic mace hit with a wind charge to chaining hits on Egg-chan. The second thing is wind charge pearling. They learned how to do that. The third thing is they learned how to stun slam, which basically counters the shield. You can break the shield and mace instantly. And the fourth thing is elytra macing. Well, as you can see in this clip, when they're fighting in the Snow Civilization, Wemboo tries to elytra mace, but fails because he doesn't really know how to do it. But however, you can see that he does get a few hits, but just complains about the terrain for 5 minutes straight. So after this fight, main pair tells him he needs some optimal. Main pair then teaches him how to elytra mace and tells him to get the optimal enchants, which disenchants the Windburst 3 and gets Windburst 1 because it just launches you too far up for elytra macing. So after that, Egg-chan somehow gets kidnapped by Flamefrags, which is a diamond player in Mafia. Well, Wemboo is fighting Flamefrags and trying to free Egg-chan.
Wait, this
He
is like the
realizes he
easiest
can
prison to break into ever,
the
bro.
diamond player really easy. However, this diamond player is not using mace, so he still doesn't know what this is. So he hits him once, hits him twice, pops him. finds out he is
Wait,
Flamefrags. That is insane. You can see that he pops him once, goes back up, and goes back down. Very fast hotkeying, very fast aiming, very fast.
Willing to let
macing.
someone die that's
But
supposed to be your friend.
Eventually, he still loses
Like, no way.
to Flamefrags. So
No,
he has to
no,
give up his
no,
base in order to
please.
save Egg-chan.
Do I need to start counting again, or what is
The
it gonna be?
immortal hostage.
Don't even try. Fly in the air and try and like mace me in.
And that's
Alright.
the end of the main pair video. The final episode of Season 1, Unstable SMP, The Mafia. It first starts with Clown and Foray MC burning down main pair's tree. Without the mace, Wamboo can literally do nothing but look at the tree burn. Him and Egg are devastated, but this is when somebody came in. A stupid little parrot came in and asked them to join the Hunger Games, essentially, District 13. And they get some flashbacks of when Wemmbu declined Parrot and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I'm sure
but
you know why.
eventually,
Bro,
they
I already came to your
joined
base and asked you
13.
before.
And just let the clip say for himself. Oh my god.
All right,
Oh,
let's
this
go.
is This is extra.
This is a little too much.
Welcome to District 13.
This is not the Hunger Games, bro. Come on, bro. Like, we could have thought of a different name, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, I got them recruited. Their
Nice,
entire base
nice.
was like blown up.
Okay.
Less nice, but welcome.
Wait, what does this do?
Stop! You're gonna break it.
don't.
And after they joined, Wemboo told Parrot that he wanted a mace. Then they devised a plan to kill a diamond player, which they eventually succeed in, and Wemboo obtains his mace again. This is not his original mace, which is called Gambit, which has density 5 and Whippers 1. He gets a Breach 4 mace, which is pretty powerful in concealed or condensed. What the word called? Anyways, he gets his Breach mace, and he's all of a sudden thinks he's so powerful. He thinks he can conquer the world and leaves Parrot. Well, he goes to fight Clown and Foray with jump boost and strength and much more, but the jump boost strat can allow Wemmbu to instantly mace Foray and Clown Pierce with the Breach Mace. So if he hits it every time, it will be pretty deadly. But however, you can see in the course of this fight, he didn't really hit much of Clown and Foray with the jump boost strat. So you can see, okay, he misses Clown right here, and okay, finally hits Foray with a mace hit, which is Breach, so it doesn't do much damage, and they realize they have a mace.
It actually
that
took way long.
Foray kidnapped Egg-chan, and just watch for yourself. They trap Foray and the two gold players with a card trap and Egg-chan Turtle Master, so Egg-chan is perfectly fine, but he accidentally splashed Foray with it, so Foray will die.
Yeah, sure.
And after a tough fight, Foray gives up and gives
Dude, you gotta
Wemboo
promise
back
it, bro. We're not gonna drop
a
it.
mace. Which this mace
this is my
is
mace.
Gambit, the original mace
Alright,
of
well, I
Wemboo.
hope you had
And after that, Wemboo just flies in the air for 2.5 minutes, no, more like 10 minutes, complaining about slow falling. So just to distract the Mafia from Parrot and Spoke breaking in the stasis chamber and stuff. So you can now realize that One of Wemboo's biggest counters is slow falling, because when he slow fall, he either needs milk, then he has to repot, or he has to wait in the air for 30 seconds, leaving his teammates to die. This is a fight where the Mafia jumped District 13 in their own base. Well, Wemboo did pretty well, killing 4 players, almost half of the invasion force, but he still sits in the air for 4 minutes and complains about how slow falling is too OP and he cannot play the game. Well, after the battle ended, Wemmbu went to fight Clown and promised him no maces, no anything, just a sword.
Alright, let's
so
go.
they essentially just stalled Clown and Foray for 30 minutes. So Spoke and Parrot can destroy the stasis chambers and end the Mafia. I would like to ask you to subscribe, because I really spent a long time on this video and I would like to make more videos. So if you really enjoyed this, please like the video and subscribe and comment down below what you think. For the first video and in Season 2, the About the Bird, a part of the Pirates, led by Jaden Man, fights Wamboo, trying to beat him and being one of the strongest players, I guess. But after a tough fight with Wamboo, carding Wamboo, getting Mace back and forth, Theo realizes he can't win against Wamboo and just runs away from the fight. This is not very honorable, but I guess it is what it is. The whole video was quite pointless, but nothing really happened about the Mace. Moving on to the pirate arc. I created Minecraft's greatest civilization. So this video was about Wemmbu going around the server, finding different stashes of XP bottles in order to expand his empire. Well, he gets into a fight with the pirates right here, which has Lopez and a few other random goons, and he has to use some of his precious XP to mend his elytra during the fight. And you can see he actually goes up with his elytra and does elytra macing. And you can see his elytra macing skills are so much better than Season 1. He's really consistent and are hitting consistent shots with his elytra, and yeah. However, the goons are just loaded with totems, so they won't die for some reason. I don't know if this is for plot reasons, recording reasons, or just I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, you can see that stun slam was pretty nice. So, but Egg-chan, the immortal hostage, gets kidnapped by Jaden Man again, and Wamboo is forced to drop all his items to save Egg. He drops all his XP, which he worked so hard to get, and he drops all his gear, all his stuff. Yo, can this be faster? Yo, hello. Okay, yeah, and he's left with nothing but Elytra and a mace. He's forced to drop everything in his E-chest as well. So he drops all his obsidian, and he also has to drop his Elytra and mace because Jaden realized, but he kept Gambit in his ender chest, the density mace. Well, now Jaden has a breach mace, not as powerful as his Gambit, but in the next video, he somehow gets his Gambit back, his mace, density mace, because I think Theo bought the bird, placed down an ender chest to help him. So he goes on, gets some more gear, and fights with Jaden. And Jaden tries to get a surprise jump on him, but Theo bought the bird, warned him with a sign. And you can see here, Theo does great work. Yeah, and then Wemboo jumps off the edge and hits Jaden, pops him twice or something, yeah. And then he hits Jaden, he fights with Theo and hits Jaden, almost kills Jaden, pops Jaden, does this and that, well, almost get pops again. And then what happens is, Jaden's tired of this fight, he knows he can't win, so he jumped down to the hole, to the dimension, like the forgotten civilization. In this video, Egg and Wemboo explored the abandoned civilization, which they hunt down Jaden, which they met, and which I think Wemboo's pretty good friends with. So after Rejoice, unfortunately gets trapped by 1,000
Okay, so there's a warning on me now. Dude, get off of me!
A lot of effort in saving him, but not very good. So yeah,
I'm dead. My leggings broke.
Rejoice unfortunately dies right here, and after that, Wemboo just goes hunt down Jaden Man.
What are you dropping? Drop it.
Almost kills him, and forces Jaden to drop his mace.
Thank you.
Now he gets back his breach mace, back to a good man with 2 maces, and traps Jaden down here with no armor, no items, destroyed all the chorus fruits. So Jaden has to rot down here.
Cobblestone with your fist just to get out of here, and that's fine. And I don't care if you do that, but at least I'll have wasted like 100 hours of your life when you do that. So here, you can take some food just so you don't know.
And this is the end of the pirate arc.
In the pursuit of existence, just by playing on the server, everything we do is to get more power in some shape or form. Building a redstone build, making a contraption, building a house, even farming. Everything in Minecraft is about collection. And the whole concept of an inventory is having things. So the more you play on the server, Spoke, you're gonna want to collect more and more. You're gonna want more power. You're gonna try and grow as much as possible, all of you. But you especially, because you think you are following the right thing, and that's the most dangerous kind of person.
If I don't get 50 yards in the next hour...
And I'm sure you already know this, Wamboo.
So the power arc starts with a fight with Flame after Egg-chan left Wemboo because of his so-called education. Wemboo gets Proton gear and pretty good stuff and fights Flamefrags with it. They go back and forth. Wemboo gets popped a few times. Flame gets popped a few times as well. You can see Wemboo's pretty good at Elytra macing, but Flamefrags is too good, you know. I'm not a glazer, but Flamefrag is too good. So this shows how Wemboo's Elytra mace playstyle doesn't really work indoors, you know. Like in Flame's house, he gets popped multiple times, so when outdoors he has a better chance, but still struggles against bubble webs. This other video, the tournament video, I skipped the video after the previous video because it is irrelevant. In the tournament video, Wemmbu beats Connection with Sharpness, a whale, the rich guy who hunted him down and trapped in the void, and popped Flamefrags twice. Okay, you can't tell me that was not close, but yeah.
You didn't think I saw that?
But Wemmbu eventually loses, so yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah. And in the next video, the most surprising thing happened. He fights Sharpness because Sharpness told him he wants to fight him, and Sharpness steals his mace with a decorated pot. Flamefrags moment, bro. These goons were trying to steal my decorated pot with a sword. What? Are you gonna hit me with your fist? Yes! Okay, and then right here, Wemboo pops Sharpness, hunts him down again, but Sharpness runs away every single time. And after that, the Avengers assembled to hunt down Wemboo, like Flamefrags, fans, which the Ice Castle thing, Will, Spongs, and much more people, random people who Wemboo has fought previously. And well, that fight went pretty bad for both teams, so Flame decides to team up with Wemboo temporarily and give him back the mace. And yeah, that's how Wemboo got his mace back. Yeah, pretty cinematic, pretty stupid, but alright. So in that same video, the reason why Wemboo didn't go back after he received his mace was because he found out Lacaric, Farlands player, owned orbital strike cannons. He could strike any point, any time at will. So he genuinely just wants to get his power. So kills Lacaric.
OP loot, bro. What? Yo.
What is this?
I know what it is.
Wemboo discovers the forge.
Dude, is this an
100 orbital strike cannons. But just look at this clip. He hits Nightingale over 10 times in a row. Just after like stun slams, elytra macing. What is this? Like, okay, this happened before finding the orbital cannons and getting going into the Farlands base, but you can see how Wemboo's mace skills really evolved, really improved while fighting Nightingale. Nightingale isn't that bad as well. And eventually, Wemboo forces Nightingale to sneak this out.
This far. Why would I lie?
After that, there was a horrible assassination attempt on Wemboo, trying to send him back to the end. Which Enchan, being the GOAT, takes a shot. Get down, Presidente! For Wemboo, and then Wemboo and the Farlands players fight. Knocks Nightingale and Fire Strike 2008 in the void.
We can work something out.
Yeah, they comply with him.
Oh, you want to work something out?
Helps him load up the orbital cannons, stock up on loot, and much more. Now, with a power-hungry Wemboo.
Yo, what the hell?
This is an orbital strike cannon, and after spending a month questing through the Minecraft Farlands, I've come into possession of 100 of these cannons, allowing me to call down stabs and nukes of TNT wherever and whenever I want. So today, I'm going to be using them to destroy my enemies on the Unstable SMP, as well as to defeat my rival and become the strongest player on the entire server.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What? No!
What? But before I can do any of
During the course of Wemboo and Flamefrags fight, Wemboo is in the dominant position, popping Flamefrags a lot of time without Spoke's help, which instigated the fight to start. The Flamefrags would have been dead. So it is safe to say that Wemmbu is really strong.
How did you not die from that?
Mace, Elytra, and the nukes. So just watch the fight. Like after Wemmbu beat Flamefrags and Flamefrags is forced to walk away.
You see that part, that garden area of your city?
Yes. Whoa.
Your entire city is going to turn into a crater if you don't tell me what I want.
Okay. I'll tell you what Flamefrags is. I'll tell you. Okay. Just no more blowing up anything.
That's fine.
So, Flamefrags was here a while ago. He was heading to a place called Lowell. It is southwest east of here.
Called what?
He was heading to the Lowell, southwest of here. Okay, like just don't blow anything up here. That's where he was heading, southwest.
Okay. The southwest from here. I got you. Like
about 150,000 blocks out. I don't know anything more.
Well, thank you for your time. I hope I can, experience your beautiful city again some more. But Bears never hunt me ever again. I'm just gonna blow it up a little more just for good measure.
Like, this is really necessary.
Thanks for the help, guys. Appreciate it a lot.
Bro.
Have fun with your dead army and destroyed base. Then I started head.
You can see that in the fight with Boostfa, he's actually using a wooden sword. Because of his fake identity, he cannot ban and kill any players. Because if he bans any player, his name will show on the death message, showing everybody that Wamboo is still alive. And after that, Wamboo is trying to hunt down Boostfa and Boomy, because Boostfa and Boomy knows he's Wamboo. So Wamboo goes on to Capital City and looks for them, while finding Jademan, his former enemy, trying to adventure to Great Sea and find their treasure. Which he joins Jademan and goes to find the treasure. In the same video, Wamboo manages to ban Boomy in front of Parrot with no death message. This lays a prelude for how Parrot wants to find out Wemboo's identity. In the next video, Wemboo manages to convince Flame to hunt down Boostfa with him under the fake identity, which Boostfa uses the escape tunnel Flame built him a few days ago to escape. Pretty ironic, right? Yeah, it's pretty ironic. Well, unfortunately, Wemboo being the Wemboo he is, after finding Boostfa's portal, he manages to pearl in it. Why would you pearl in a portal? That's the dumbest thing you've ever seen. After that, him and Boostfa end up in the Nether. Him and Boostfa trap each other in the Nether's void. Well, after a fight, obviously, and Boostfa pulls him with his fishing rod, and Wemboo is basically dead. But no, he ends up in a dimension, an underground dimension. Well, unfortunately, because of his fake identity, he couldn't really use a mace, or else it would be obvious that he's Wemboo. So he doesn't have a mace. However, Boostfa has one. So.
Dude, why is this mace not enchanted?
Boostfa lends his mace to Wemboo, which is unenchanted for some reason. Mind you, it is unenchanted for over half a year now. And after that, he realizes that somebody's impersonating him under his fake identity, going around committing crimes and much more.
You need to come with us.
which he confronts Parrot, the impersonator, which he doesn't know yet.
Hey,
but
question, buddy.
I don't.
he can't really use his mace.
What are you
and
doing going around?
It was
with
a
me?
great attempt trying to kill the impersonator, but fails because he took off the totem.
Whatever, dude.
Now, when he's trying to warn Booster about the impersonator, this is the first time he shows his mace skills during his invisible art.
What do we do? What do we do?
Now, Parrot realizes this and tells Agent 22, basically Theobald the Bird, to protect him, trying to card Wemmbu. This fight goes along pretty scuffed because Wemmbu cannot use his Elytra because it's bright purple. So
I need help, Agent
it really
22. I need
limits
help,
Wembu's
Abby. I need help,
ability
Abby.
in fighting and
Agent
eliminating
22,
threats because of his invisible
Agent 22.
identity.
What do we do? What do we do?
After that, he Elytra Maces
Did he kill Sky?
the happy gas of Parrot and Theo, and chases
let's
them
find out
down,
who
but fails.
Oh my god.
Parrot.
So she's
Then
trying to kill me.
gets
You
trapped
realize-
in a
you realize
confined
right here,
space,
my identity's
but
gonna be
eventually
illegal.
reveals the identity of his
You should know at this point that I can kill without
Parrot and
death
Theobald the
messages.
Bird. And he uses
So
his
I
mace
guess
to
the
his
axe kind
advantage
of up because my phone got popped. But
drain resources,
alright,
do
Theo, what's the
damage
plan?
to
'Cause
Theo
I
and
really
Parrot,
expected
popping
Flame to
Parrot
show
a
up.
few times and Theo a few
Why
times
is
as
Flame
well.
showing up here?
Well, unfortunately,
I don't know why Flame just did that.
Parrot decides
Yeah, I don't know why.
he's
What's
done
the
with
plan? What's the
Wamboo
plan?
and finds out his true identity
backup,
with
right?
Flame,
Not even
completing the
trying to hide
deal
it.
for the end
all
Mafia
Take off your
that
stash.
invis, buddy.
Well, Wemmbu has a fight with Flamefrags, but is interrupted
Yeah.
by the law, led by
Bro,
Letters
no,
K,
you said he was
which
dead.
is an
You
army
said he was
trying
dead,
to
bro. I
hunt
knew it. I
Flamefrags.
literally knew
They
it.
realize that Wembu
Dude,
is still
everyone's
alive,
saying he's
so
dead,
Wembu
bro.
becomes
I
one of
never
their
said he was
targets
dead.
as well.
I knew he was alive
So
the moment he showed up
Wembu's
to my
forced
potion
to
shop.
fight
why
the
did-
law.
We got him.
Why did this even happen in the
After
first
that,
place?
Flame and Wembu are going to do a 2v1000 with the law, without his constraints due to his invisible identity. I think Wembu is going to be able to dominate with his mace. And that's it for the evolution of Wembu's mace. That's all of his videos and all of everything that we know about it. Wembu's mace journey is rough, filled with exciting moments, ups and downs, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing because I really spent a long time on this video and I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy this kind of, oh holy voice crack, if you enjoy this type of content, please let me know, comment down below. If you have any thoughts of what will happen with Wembu's mace or any other thoughts, feel free to comment down below. Bye!